car. You need an ammo.
You can't carry it around in your car without a good enough reason.
Oh,
You get 5 years for that.
no. It's not good at all, mate.
But, why is it everywhere you go? It's just wear and tear. Domestic.
The Las Vegas fucking gambling machine, you wouldn't have done that.
Can I have them? Because I need them for the trailer.
I need them.
I need them for the trailer. Can I have some? Can I have some? Where you been hiding these? Where you been hiding these?
There's a new boxing back here.
What have you got these for?
Can't remember.
Sounds surprising. What was it for?
Something was wrapped in the back of his car, so he brought all these.
Why did you buy this many? Why did you buy this many?
Still remember. Obviously a good idea at the time.
I'm sure it was.
Not a very good idea, yeah.
I'm sure that's what Putin said as well. A week before we went away, we had a bit of a sit down and have a bit of a chat. Just chewing the fat over the old days, new days, and the differences. It was quite an interesting talk, but one thing that did strike me is by the time we'd finished, my understanding of British manufacturing is it takes two to tango. So if you're the owner, the manager, and somebody that worked on the shop floor at any point, any one of those three would mean there was going to be trouble somewhere. And to be honest, you can understand why manufacturing has took a bit of a nosedive when it comes to second tier component suppliers and not systems, and gone to system suppliers, and why so much stuff comes out of China. It was an interesting talk, interesting chat. Have a look, see what you think. Maybe we got some stuff wrong, maybe we got some stuff right, but we still seem to be keeping going, while lots of other people seem to be falling by the wayside. So we must be doing something right. But take a look.
I mean, it's only a silly thing, but when we had Noddy come to work in the foundry, and old Vic, for some strange reason, decided it'd be a good idea, before break was over, to take Noddy's plunger out.
Yeah, oh fucking hell. I've had that happen to me and all.
Right.
Little lad, he did to
And he
me.
threw it in the fucking scrap. So he
What did you
couldn't
throw it in the scrap
so
for?
he couldn't find
So
it.
he couldn't find it, his cards go down.
Yeah.
Does he
And
lose his fucking
he
percentage?
come
of his
out,
fucking piece
made,
on?
made a shot, fucking full
Bang.
pressure, bang, and we all went, and fucking Vic stood there going, can't get your fucking plunger in. So he knew straight away Vic had done it.
But somebody did it to him as well at some point.
Vic done it
Yeah,
to
but that's
me.
still not fucking right, is
I know
it?
it's not right, but that's the way it
It's
is.
bang out of fucking order.
That's
Why
why I
not?
don't want it like that here, but that's the way it is.
When I
That
went,
is the way
when
it
I
is.
went to it, mine, I was working on the 12A.
No wonder the fucking country's on its fucking knees when it comes to manufacturing.
I was working
You got
on the
all them
12A.
fucking blokes on the shop floor that are doing that dumb ass shit.
Yeah.
It's
See,
got you've got to be putting. Oh, what the fuck was going on at Leyland
This
then
is
in
the
that
reason why I'm
case?
so
Oh.
fucking miserable, Matt.
You ain't miserable. You could be worse. You could be
a lot
working somewhere
worse.
else doing this
I could be a
shit.
lot worse. I could be a lot worse. But when you come over to me, I go, oh, fucking hell. It's not that it's not like I want to say it. I don't want to be that person, but it's been so long doing that
No, I
that
understand.
you can't help yourself.
No, I understand.
When I was at first at mine, I was casting. I was working the 12A, right? And Vic was trying to find all sorts of ways because somebody told him I was a tool setter. I was worked in the tool room, so it was like, fuck man, I've got to bring him down a peg or two,
Yeah.
right? So he was watching me all the while, and every time anything went wrong, he'd start tapping the fucking pallet. So everybody knew that I'd got a problem, and they'd
Yeah.
all start looking around. And then
Just to get 'em all
after
laughing
a
at
few
you.
weeks, Vic was on the only piecework job in the shop.
Yeah.
Right? It was his job, his machine, nobody ever went on him. Les took him off and put me on. And that fucking rubbed him right up the wrong way, right? He says, fucking 1300 a day, mate. He says, otherwise you won't make your fucking piecework. I made 1300 by 4 o'clock, we'd finished till 5. Right? And every time I had a problem, he was banging the fucking pallet. And he
You
gave
still
up.
managed to get the count out.
I got the count out, right? No
Yeah.
problem. So it showed him what for, because he was obviously walking around for a fucking hour.
Yeah.
So the following week, he put me on the young Vic's machine, which was the same job, same type machine, but just behind his dad. The DR man used to look after young Vic.
Yeah,
didn't
yeah,
get
yeah.
fucking clue. So I assumed same job, same machine, piecework. And I said to Vic, I said, this one piecework as well, Vic. He went, yeah. Right.
What was it?
So I banged out 1,300 to get me counting, waiting for my wages to come round. Thought, I ain't been paid for that. So I went to see Paul. Paul, I did 1,300 the other day, I think it was on a week. I said, my money's still the same. He says, yeah. I said, well, piecework, ain't it? He went, no. What do you mean, no? Vic told me it was piecework. He said, no, Vic's got the only piecework job in the shop. Old bastard.
So what was the same job, same machine, different? Why was that?
Don't know. That was flat rate. They tried to do away with piecework because there was that much fucking scrap getting turned out and counts being fucking
There's that many fights over fucking piecework. Ridiculous. So many arguments,
Sound
so
phrase.
many fights. You used to get. It becomes to a point where once a month, I used to grab us always in the fucking in the restroom and try and figure out the best way to keep the calm in the factory.
Yeah.
By saying, right, this. Can't do this. Oh no, fucking the people. Fuck you, I'm doing what I want to do.
Isn't that the same problem they had though?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We had young Pip. Now he would never bring. This is the problem because him and Pip used to drink in the same pub. Yeah.
Yeah.
So he'd never bring Pip on home, and he was doing. Sometimes he was doing 230%, right? Yeah. But he'd book it out as two different ways, so that it looked like Pip had done 180% on one thing and so much on the end of the day on another. Yeah, and he hadn't, right? Bullshit. Just so that he couldn't. So Pip could go, I've got the money. I'm sure he was giving him money on the side for doing it, right? Then you got Callow, right? He would take his time and do 150% his production, right? And then they'd start moaning. So what would Kelly do? Because they'd moaned about it, he'd go and do like fucking 250%. Yeah, it wouldn't come off his machine. So then they've got to recalculate the weight to fuck Pip over. So they come over and go, oh, that job's obviously not been fucking timed properly.
Right. Yeah.
So call him down, get Macca on there, he was the slowest, right? Get Kelly on there, next thing you know, what was 150% is now 100%.
Yeah.
And then you got Macca going, oh, I'm not fucking supposed to do this. And then Kelly would turn around and go, that's your fucking problem, I bet you retire. Fuck off. You want to do something with the girls? Go with the girls shop, go on. That's the way it was. That's the way it was.
So there must have been a shitload of fucking problems then at Leyland during the 70s and 80s.
Oh God, man.
Fucking hell, yeah.
Everything was fiddled. Everything was fucking. The scrap was hidden. God knows what else.
It's just the way it is.
When I was at Frays, George.
Oh, here we fucking go. Fries again.
that was piecework. That was piecework, right? But they got a clock, right? And you got to fill your card in. And our time study bloke was fucking down to the half a second on the timings. He was fucking, and he come out in time machines all the while. And there was always arguments about how you going to time this machine. Put Ronnie Bishop on. He's the slowest. Put Howard on. He's the fastest, and we'll come somewhere in the middle.
Yeah.
That's roughly how it was. And as long as the quality's right off both people. George would look across the press shop, see who was clicking the job he was running, and it was nearly always Rose, and he'd shout over. If Howard was here, he'd tell you, Rose. She'd go, what? Book 1,500 today, girl. Okay, George. He'd make 13 or 12. But as long as he, because if you hit the plunge on them machines, the signal used to go back to this clock, and if there was a little thing to zero the clock, you had to put a matchstick in to zero it, right?
Yeah.
And if the plunger went down and you put the matchstick in like that, it would put count extra
An
on,
extra one.
right?
But you're gonna get caught.
We could, yeah, but we could.
You get the second it's on a pallet and out the fucking door. You know you're gonna be short, and you go, hang on a minute.
Yeah,
But
they don't care. They're off the job.
it's
they
too,
don't
you don't
care.
get fucking paid for
They
that.
don't care. They're off the job.
The girl was clipping them at the same time, right?
Confirming the count.
Confirming the count.
Ah, for fuck's sake.
Right? Because that's why he showed book 1,500. She confirmed the count. Where they gone missing? Well, was it the polishing shop? Was it the boning shop?
Buy
Was it?
somebody else. Little alley.
Was
on
it
number 10,
machining?
you could double pump the handle on the number 10.
Yeah.
At Etmar, the number 10 by the door. Right?
Yeah.
You made a shot by hand and you could do a double pump and it would count to the castings.
Yeah.
Because he sent the air signal twice.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah,
And
yeah.
I seen him do it the one day, make a shot, double pump, 2 signals. And he managed to get an extra fucking 100 by doing 50 just to end the job because he couldn't wait for the 50 to roll away. He just wanted to get off the fucking job. He wanted to go back down to his favourite machine, which was an auto. Yeah? And then it's come back 2 days long for so many short on this. Well, the girls have scrapped him.
Yeah.
Katie threw him away.
Yeah.
So
Oh, fuck. So,
that's the way they are.
I had a lot of shit at Etmar because
scumbags.
our night shift counts was beating the day shift counts like there was no fucking tomorrow. We was doing 1,800 to 2,000 seat adjusters.
So how did you manage to get the right blokes around you?
Me,
Yeah.
I told them if they don't do it right,
Don't.
fucking out.
You never have the right blokes around you. You just have to have blokes that respect you enough to say.
Yeah,
Then it doesn't start that way. You got to
No,
find
You
got to
have to
find the
watch 'em,
right.
you have to manage 'em.
Huh?
You have to watch
That's
them
what
and
you call a
manage 'em.
manager.
You have to watch them and manage 'em.
You get some certain people. I mean, like you get certain people in the factory like they turn around and go, I don't think that was about the way you was treated there was fair. Yeah. But then you could be like talking one on one with them. Yeah. Anyway, and then as soon as somebody else walking around, you can fuck off. You come. Come on, fuck off.
Yeah. Okay.
You're like, what? Fuck off. He's here now. You have to fuck off. I thought, what do you mean he's here now? He sits there. Fuck off. Go sit somewhere else. We've just been having a nice chat here, haven't you?
Right, I had to be nasty with Ed when he first came on nights with me.
Yeah.
He stopped work early. Go and make a cup of tea. And I went in front of the blokes.
Fucking
In
confused.
front of the blokes. Did it in front of the blokes. What the fuck are you doing? What do you mean? I said, he's got 10 minutes yet. Take break time for 10 minutes. I'm just making a tea. No, you fucking don't. You work to the sign. He was like, oh, all right, Gaz, okay. I said, don't do that here, mate. Oh, okay. And a bit later on, he comes and he says, you've changed. I said, I'm in charge of a shift now, mate. I says, I've got to get quality out, got to get production
Can't
out.
have favourites.
I said, we got to work the way
Yeah, but that's not the same as what we was talking about earlier. that is just doing the job that you're supposed to.
Managing people.
That is the managing. What he was talking about was the absolute fucking abuse
Oh, yeah.
that certain people in certain areas would have give you just because they was.
That was horrible, especially Rambo. I'd have took great pleasure on seeing something fall on him.
That's
Absolutely no problem watching him die. I just stood there and go, oh, that's him.
Is that the one that chucked the ingot at
Steve took
Steve?
him, yeah. And I ain't surprised.
Oh no, Steve chucked the ingot at Rambo,
Yeah,
didn't he?
yeah.
He was a daft cunt when he first comes
He
to
was
us.
fucking. I think Steve just had enough of his shit because he wasn't just the fact that he was sly with it, wasn't he?
Oh, God,
he was
yeah.
sly. He'd turn around and go, no, it's not your fault. You know what I mean? And we say that you broke something, but if you look out for that next time, you know what I mean? And we'll be fine. You know, don't keep your eye out for things like that in the future. Yeah. Next thing you know, he's upstairs telling Paul how much of a fucking wanker you are. You should take him out of the foundry. He's gonna break everything. I was like, you fucking cunt. And Paul come down and goes, are you having some trouble? What do you mean? Because I've heard you've been breaking a lot of things. You broke one thing. I've heard you've been breaking a lot of the tools. I thought, what do you mean? You say, well, he's had a report that you've been breaking a lot of tools. I go, well, is it an official complaint? You go, yeah. Well, but there's only one person that can go up there and tell you stuff like that, and that's that fucking bastard. Absolutely fucking horrible. He fucking... I mean, how many times did he crash the forklift truck, Rambo? How many times he fucking rammed into stuff?
Go on a forklift truck.
How many times I've seen him hit something?
When they told me he was in charge of the foundry, I went,
I fucking
what?
laughed, I did.
Well, I'd heard you lot complain about him
He's an
years
absolute
before that
wanker.
happened, didn't
No,
it? Before you
Him,
told me.
Frank, that little fucking alley, I could have fucking crushed his head. Fucking Larry was a bastard, right? Different with Larry was that once he'd seen you work, and if you was a worker and that you was doing stuff that you were supposed to do, and you was trying to keep the machines clean, and you was trying to do all the things that you were supposed to do, eventually he'd sort of fucking warm to you, and you'd know he'd warm to you because he'd come down and go, "Do you want a cigarette?" That's the only way. Never offered anyone. His fags were like fucking. They were fucking lifelines, weren't they?
So if we was to put them in order, right, of where you'd prefer to work, then based on this shit, so we'd start with everybody would prefer to work in the army.
Yeah.
Then you'd prefer to work as an engineer, and then at the last thing you prefer to work as a screw in prison.
Yeah.
Is it in that order?
See, the difference is that, like, do you have if you was in something needed moving? I can only give this example. If something needed moving in the factory at Etmar, right?
Yeah.
They go pick it up, you fucking twat, and they just abuse you the whole time you was fucking walking with it.
Yeah.
You fucking dick. They know what to do. It's back out. Oh, you put in the wrong fucking place even now. Fucking move it. You know what I mean? That would just be like that. If it was in the army, there's two of you, and you speak it, you go, pick it up! And you go, thank you, and start running. Do you know what I mean? That would be it. And you put it down and go, brilliant, they've done that job. What's next? you know what I mean?
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know what I mean? He's abusing you to motivate you.
Yeah.
They was abusing you just to fucking
Tear you
demolish
down.
you.
Yeah.
It's completely different. You could take the abuse in the army because you know there was something to be achieved at the end of it.
Yeah.
Where when we was bridge building, right, the Gurkhas, we was watching. Said, "No, we're not going to do anything. We're just going to watch these build this bridge." Right? There was a hands. They were just sat there. It was like, right, now watch him. Okay, what we're watching for? Watch him. And they built this bridge in 15 minutes, and they kept turning around and went, "These men are fucking half your body weight. They are half your fucking height, and they're 10 times faster than you lot." He says, "I want to see the bridge built in half this time." Fuck off. And he just straight away, he's like, he's starting to look at all your faces. I can already see you've already decided it's not going to be done that way. Now do it exactly the same way. I was like, fuck you. They didn't even speak to each other. They didn't talk. It was just they don't point like that either. They point like that.
Well, that means more. If you do
Yeah.
that, that's accusatory. If you do that, that means I want something.
And they're going this, and it was done. And we was like,
That
I said,
needs
"Yeah,
to happen.
We did it.
That's your
We
fault.
offered the sign
Needs to
we
happen.
were slower.
Your fault.
We-
Needs to happen.
We
Your
did
fault.
it, and we was like, and they was all stood there like watching us, and they could have ripped the piss out of us, and they all stood there and looked over, and
They just didn't say
watched the
nothing.
video, they went, I was like, are they being sarcastic? Because that's what you expect,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
and they're not. They're actually congratulating you. And they give us 3 cheers. And I was thinking, feels like I said to fucking, it feels like it's being
You gotta
sarcastic, but it's
You've
not.
got to give credit where it's due.
It's the participation award.
Yeah. It was like, you could say it was like, we know you're not as good as us, but you.
But here's your mate's
really
place
well,
ribbon.
and we applaud that. Congratulations, gentlemen. And it was definitely the 2 blokes pistol fighting type of thing.
I actually
Yeah.
complimented Cuddles out there. Didn't I?
Huh?
I actually complimented Cuddles. Actually.
Oh, did you?
I did.
Well, there is definitely that side of it.
Turn up for the book.
Credit where credit's due.
Credit where's credit's due. Did he appreciate it or did you go fuck off,
He
cunt?
just went,
Yeah.
which is no more than I expected.
There's another thing, you can't give each other compliments.
Yeah.
Oh God, no. You can't give a compliment to a fucking engineer. Because even if you mean it, you'll think you're taking the piss.
Because he knows he's done it right and he don't need
Even if you say,
your...
no, I'm being sincere, he'll be thinking, that's taking the piss. And you'll just think, is this fucking bloke trying to shake me? What's fucking wrong
Oh,
with
come
him?
on.
Oh well. Last day, come on. Let's go.
It's a 16 buff in the dark of the It's a 16 buff in the dark.